what you might be thinking. You're like, but Drew, isn't in the real world communist countries already kind of like a big battle royale? Because the people are all kind of competing to see who'd be the last one to starve. That's not what we're talking about today. Okay, that is a completely different topic. Basically here, I've buffed all the communist states, and for the most part, it is pretty random, but I mean, you will definitely see a few familiar faces. Just like always, you don't technically need to seize the means of production. Okay, any ideology has a chance to win. All I'm saying is the states that did are gonna have a pretty big advantage. And just like in the last video, island nations will have successful naval invasions. It's not gonna be insane, not like the previous world, but these states are definitely gonna have an impact on this game. As always, we're gonna see one single winner at the end, which means they will have beaten at least almost 1,000 other nations. I believe this is gonna allow a lot of the places in the middle that, let's say, aren't on a coastline to actually have a chance, even if they're in just a massive cluster, because, I mean, they're getting some pretty big bonuses. We should see some success out of the British Isles, which we did last time, that's for sure. And I'm checking out a couple of the states already. Also, keep in mind, we're not really looking at this circle. That's all messed up. Just looking at the party in charge. Louisiana and everyone's favorite Arkansas is taking out Mississippi early on. This state probably won't survive. And you'd think Virginia would be pretty much unstoppable in all these videos, since they have West Virginia under their control. So you just know John Denver's watching over them. First peace deal, and that's kind of new. Brandenburg took out Mecklenburg. This state does tend to do pretty well since they have the coastline protecting them. One of these times, I really want to include the Maginot Line just to see if it would make this state pretty much unconquerable. I mean, that way it wouldn't really matter if you just go around it. Oh, and we're seeing some progress in Japan. I know that one of these times we will definitely see a winner here, but I don't know how many of these states are communist, if they have any. First peace deal in the British Isles, and it's actually in Ireland, Treaty of Dublin. Munster got some new territory. Central America also moving really fast, which is smart, because as soon as someone can unify this kind of subcontinent, they can then attack the states, because it definitely takes a while before anything really happens here. And Cornwall's already going a little crazy. I mean, they have one of the best starting positions, I think, on the entire map, because, I mean, they're perfectly on a little peninsula, so they always win this first war. Not a surprise, but Cuba, they're communists. I know, that's a shocker. Who could ever imagine that? But they're in a really good position to attack pretty much anywhere. They could maybe attack the states. That might be a bad idea. There's a whole lot of crazy Florida men up this way. At the same time, it might be best if they just went to the south and went after South America. It seems like this continent definitely struggles a lot, because whoever unifies North America, they just come down here and whoop on these guys. I'm a little worried because you would think that just Soviet territory, Soviet and actually Chinese territory, should just ultimately dominate this world, right? Not necessarily, but if that is the case, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce shit. Good, good. Belgium's actually working together. I thought they would, you know, kind of fight it out, but nope, they might take some French stuff though. If you guys really like this video, I might come back and do all the fascist states, which ideologies will stay the exact same on the map, so definitely a whole lot of different names would do pretty well on that one. I've never seen these two do so well, the Panama Canal and the Yucatan Peninsula. I don't know if they're harvesting the power of that like big ass meteor crater, right? There's like a meteor that hit, killed all the dinosaurs, something like that. And it looks like Castro and the Cubans, assuming he's still leading the Cubans, they don't really have to worry about Florida. Alabama's about to take them out. Switzerland, damn. Okay, they're taking out a lot of people. They're having fun. They must have a lot of pent up frustration. They've been neutral for a long time. I believe we found a winner in South America, as Ecuador looks giant, although don't be fooled, this is a lot of territory right here. But they are communist, so that's a pretty big advantage. And there might just be a showdown in Britain between Cornwall and the Scottish Highlands, because I think they're the only ones that can maybe take them out. A couple of US states have taken the lead here. Alabama, Iowa, Minnesota, maybe Oregon, or actually Oklahoma. Damn, they might win this war against Texas. That's gonna piss them off. India is always scary because they just have a lot of strength here. Whoever unifies this region can pretty much take on anyone, especially if China stays so divided, which it's starting to look that way. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Could we see little old Albania take over the world? That'd be great. And I mean, they are definitely off to a really good start. Oh shit, well, we already have a winner up here, the Scottish Highlands. Wow, okay, that is unexpected. Oh, they gotta be careful though. They gotta be real careful with the Icelandic Vikings over here, taking back other Viking territory, and actually they won't stop there. And Madagascar is doing the same thing, just kind of on the other end of the globe. They got their own piece of land in Africa, and they can pretty much go anywhere from here. I don't know what else I expected. Should have known this place was probably gonna survive for a little bit. North Korea already has their entire peninsula and a bit more. The Supreme Ruler is gonna be sticking around. There goes a Cuban invasion of the homeland. Never thought I'd see the day. Wow, okay, roles reversed. Also, I was super wrong about this. Mississippi's still going. Oh, but I was correct about this. Yeah. Y'all are about to lose that Red River Showdown. It's always really hard to tell what the hell is going on in Africa because you have these massive states that are actually just single states. It's just because they're big old deserts. But then all the value up here, you know, tiny stuff, but they can be pretty powerful. Anyone out of Iberia, though, tends to do well in battle royales because, you know, you take over this peninsula and you could pretty much easily go after Western Europe without having to worry about your back end. But then again, I don't even know what the hell's going on. Not with this new stuff. Taiwan has now parts of the Philippines and Japan. Yeah, naval invasions are a real thing now. Whole lot of places starting to pop up in Europe, just as they are in the rest of the world. I think it's safe to say you can kind of predict, you know, who's gonna win certain countries. But with all these great island nations, it's kind of weird to see Australia, New Zealand, Indonesia not really do a whole bunch. They're definitely off to kind of a slow start this way. Northwestern Canada looks pretty good. They took out Alaska, and I would think they're, for the most part, safe. I mean, Canada's very divided in general. They might have to worry about Oregon, though. I don't know what it is about Iowa. Iowa has done way too well in multiple videos. Like, it doesn't make any sense, but okay. You gotta give some credit to Mongolia, no matter what. I mean, they don't necessarily do as well as they did that one time, but I mean, they're just bordering so many different places. The fact that they're not dead yet is kind of amazing. Africa's starting to do something. This Southwest territory looking all right. Madagascar continuing their invasions. Angola, Uganda. Maybe we'll see a winner here. Also, just in case you're wondering, a lot of these states that are doing well in Europe, it's because they're communists. There are very few that aren't following that ideology, maybe just a handful in the South, but that's about it. Which that's making me check out some of these other places, and I realized that Taiwan is also following communism. I thought you guys were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. Oh yeah, and they're also led by Asian Alex Jones. They do also have a lot of water next to them. I'd imagine they are probably very environmentally friendly. No chemicals in the water here. All right, guys, South America, you gotta get together. You guys are by far the least developed. I mean, even Africa's doing well, Central America, all right. I mean, unless Ecuador pretty much conquers everything, I doubt we'll see someone from this region win. Iceland is still going nuts. They might take over all of Scandinavia. They're getting really close already. Oh my God, and just Europe as a whole is kind of already set. The major players, at least, are here. Madagascar's been pushed back. Yeah, they're not gonna win. I'm not sure if it was Uganda or Southwest Africa. Either way, y'all are dead. It's official. Taiwan is taking over all of Japan. All of it, and now they're attacking the Philippines. Again, maybe these guys should really consider this ideology, huh? Although they might have to worry about North Korea. North Korea's doing well, but North Korea's got a ton of worries. The Chinese states really, yeah, they're doing a whole lot. Cuba, after taking over Louisiana and maybe another southern state, yeah, they decided to focus now on South America and Central America. They might be spreading themselves out a little too thin. And look at California. Is this gonna be their game? It might be, actually. This is a weird, like, path that they took to take over these places, but then again, they still have to get through, I mean, Minnesota, Iowa, Oklahoma, Alabama taking over all the East Coast, damn. And I believe we already have a winner here in India. These guys more than likely are gonna take over Tibet. I think so. Also, yeah, someplace in Indonesia actually doing something. That's nice. This Polish state might be thinking about ruining the Icelandic plan to create some sort of Viking empire. I doubt it's gonna work anymore. And I didn't realize this, but yeah, the Scottish Highlands are actually in continental Europe. Took them a while, but I mean, they're starting something. This place in China seems to be doing the best in Asia, I think. The problem is they're not in a very safe location. They could have a lot of enemies pretty soon. Why is Australia still so divided? What's going on over here? I mean, I think Western Australia took over something, more than likely, but okay, come on, you gotta get together. Here's a zoomed out view of the world, just to kind of take a look before some of these states start to take over their continent, because that is coming fast. I don't think we're gonna see Albania win today. They were doing pretty well, but yeah, no, not anymore. I would love to see like one day a state from the base game, a single state from the base game, win. One of these videos, someone like Liberia or even better, Tanutuva. Oklahoma, I think, is also gonna die, but you know what? I don't think they mind. They destroyed their biggest rival. I'm pretty sure they're already really happy. There's only 3 states that could possibly take over all of South America. It's still kind of up in the air because I know that Ecuador has all of the Amazon, so they look a little bit sexier than in reality. And just so everyone knows, yeah, the entire world's pretty much communist. I mean, there's a few pockets that aren't. They're following other ideologies, and when we get to the last like 6 or 7, I'll show them off, but for the most part, just assume. Wow, I've never seen a battle waged in Iceland between the Scottish and the Polish state, who now is doing their reverse Viking invasion? I don't know, that's confusing. Either way, Switzerland has taken over all of Western Europe, pretty much, so I mean, damn, they're looking so good because they only need to worry about a couple borders. Taiwan is now invading North Korea. I never thought I'd see the day. I don't think I've even mentioned Taiwan in previous videos, so this is kind of a first. There's about to be a showdown in North America. California taking out Minnesota, which Minnesota should be proud because they did kind of amazing, and Alabama taking out Iowa. While in the South, unless Cuba intervenes, which I don't even know what the hell, oh, they already are. Okay, I don't really know. I was gonna say Ecuador is gonna win, but maybe not. Communist Uganda will more than likely unite their continent because I doubt these two will be able to stop them. And only more progress in Europe, the Swiss. Damn, yeah, the Nazi gold's definitely being used today. That is random. That is pretty random. That is the most random winner of Australia I think we've ever seen. They literally just sat here for like the entire game. Not sure if they were like taking over other islands in the process. No, that's New Zealand. I don't know what the hell that was. Tasmania has won. They will have, I think, a difficult time taking out this Indonesian place, though. They've got quite a few states under their control. Man, I can already hear the anger. I can already hear the angry typing. California's about to take out Alabama, and they will be the new rulers over North America. Woo! Oh, this is gonna be great. Holy shit. Okay, we basically have Rome back. Almost Rome, like Byzantium. This is great. Unfortunately, in a battle royale scenario, I really can't see this working out for this pretty epic nation. You got a lot of scary neighbors, but just the fact that you did this, that's impressive. And in East Asia, it has come down to maybe about 4 or 5 places. India doing really well, grabbing a whole bunch of stuff up here. And yeah, North Korea's been killed by Taiwan. This is looking real bad for the West. Really bad because no one really took over South America. Cuba and Ecuador are still battling it out, which means California can basically do whatever they want to them. That's a beautiful Switzerland. Man, that is a beautiful Switzerland. Again, you can't stay neutral forever, and when they finally do attack, maybe it's because they've got so much power that they just unleash a massive spirit bomb. And here we are, kind of at the end. The final 3 nations. Okay, that's kind of odd just for a communist battle royale. This was kind of a lot like the previous video because there wasn't ever a moment where certain states took over their starting continent, and I think it's mostly due to the fact that there are so many naval invasions. That kind of messes with some stuff. So this is probably the cleanest the borders will get before the final decider. And just to confirm, here are the final ideologies. Yeah, so communism was pretty OP. California just won, so have fun with that in the comment section. They won the communist battle royale. I guess it's perfect though. We had Texas win 1. Now we have California win 1. Oh man, I've bashed on my own state for so long. This is the first time they've ever done anything though. They usually do horrible. I don't even know what to say. I'm just gonna end it here. Have fun. See you next time. And big thanks to FurryCruz, Elphie C, Destiny9000, Paint Me Like You Do Your Sheilas, Elijah Senpai, Ruserification, SwissAargau, Maxy G, King Solomon, Ben Moke, Gali, TannerOfNazareth, MisterPERKELE, CooterDonkey, Brandon H, MegaFatBoi, Sneaky G, Jared Clark. Thank you.